Hey guys, Murray here, and today I'm just working on my Yanmar 16D uh, tractor, and we just got this tractor the other day, and it had a stuck throttle, stuck governor, possible problem with the fuel injector pump, and I just thought I would share this with y'all because it was a bit simpler than things could have been. New injector pump would run $600 roughly, unless you take it to the local diesel people where they're going to charge you maybe up to eight or more $100. And so, first things about this tractor is it is a tractor that was made in Japan, just like the John Deere, but this one's written all in Japanese as far as the parts manual goes and any kind of service manual. I couldn't find a service manual, so I want to share with you. It's very helpful for me. Is that the John Deere 750 tractor, which was made in 1981, 82, and then on, is the exact same tractor. So the way I found that was I found an injector pump that cross-referenced to this particular tractor. So I got a hold of a guy that had a John Deere 750 manual, and I was able to use the data from that to track down my problems and to understand better what I was looking at. Now, I want to show you this picture right here. This is has to do with the stuck governor, and so what we're looking for is this spot here on the tractor. That's where a guy's got to find to be able to know what in the world might be stuck. So when I got to this point in my tractor, I found that that area was stuck. It was gummed up, plain and simple. Now, I pieced my information together from a bunch of different guys, and one of the guys was a real nice gentleman that was rebuilding the Kubota injector pump from about the same era. So shout out to him. Thank you so much for doing that reparation video, cleaning the fuel injector and putting it back together. Also a shout out to Matt that has been very generous in rebuilding engines and stuff. He rebuilt a Yanmar tractor, and he's been helping everybody along. And then there's another gentleman out there doing a video as well on what his experience with the governor was. But I really appreciate you guys. And so I'm going to show you what I found on this particular tractor. So come on around the tractor here and we'll show you. Now, right down here, this guy is your cover plate, which is also the high idle adjustment. So what we want to do is take that plate off of there and have a look inside, and that'll show you right where that rack, they call it a rack, and that is the rack that actually tells the motor how much fuel to pump. It tells the injector how much fuel to be putting in there. I just got this guy running, so there'll be a little bit of oil in here. Now, what we're going to look at is up inside of here and see if we can get a look up in there. So this is the area where what they call, in some text, they call it the plunger. Other areas they call it the rack. That little pin is connected with the spring system, which is the governor for this tractor. So when that plunger rack piece is gummed up from sitting too long, then that is going to cause your system to stick, and it can cause the runaway throttle. So this one was a runaway throttle. what I did was I got that pin to move just a little bit, and then when I saw it moving, then I hit it with some WD-40, which who knows if anybody approves of that, but for this guy it worked just fine. I sprayed a little bit of WD-40 on there to cut through that old caked up on oil, and I moved it back and forth, and it took me about 15 minutes of just carefully moving it back and forth, and eventually it just kicked itself free. So then I went back and put the cover on and fired that tractor up, and it purred like a kitten. So, gone from several $100s, $800 repair on the injection pump, which is right there, to just a simple gummed up governor rack plunger thing, and that was all it needed. So one thing I learned in doing appliance work and that sort of thing is that we need not pass over the part that is the most simplest part. And so this tractor sat for a winter or so and had a time to get a little bit gummed up, probably from the oil just sitting on that rack there, and all it needed was a little bit of lube, a little bit of cutter, freed it up, and it's off and running. Then just to show you all the end result that I did get the idle to cooperate, we'll fire it up. And there you have it. No more throttle stickage.